Hello everybody and welcome to Alex Bites. I'm your host, Alex Taylor, and it's time for another match of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever. We got ourselves a 4v4 team game on the ever-popular Seton's Clutch, or Setons as some people like to tell me it's pronounced, but it's spelled Setons, so that's how I'm going to pronounce it, because I can. Anyway, our players, in no particular order, we got janpol, Ecox I-75, Martin86, Imharil, TheDiddlers, TheFiddler, gederu, and cryogem. So, without further ado, that's all the introduction I've got for today. Let's go ahead and launch the match. I'll see you on the other side. And here we are in the match. Let's go ahead and start by introducing all of our players. With the top right, Team 1. Up first in the front slot, our favorite punching bag slot, it is Ecox I-75. Man, I-75, that's what we wish was the latest in Intel hardware. If only. Anyway, he's a 900 ranked Aeon player, as our pink. Anyway, up here in the beach slot, or whatever it's called, we got Martin86 rocking Cybran with a rank of, 1000. Somehow I wasn't able to find it very well, as our green player. But not the awesomest green, I think. Just kind of like the substandard green, but that's okay, too. Everyone always wishes that the front players don't die. Yes, I feel the same way. We got janpol here in the back slot as our UE up player, 1300 ranked, with plan TBA, whatever that is. And up in the rock slot, or cliff, or whatever it's called, we got Imharil. Sounds like a Lord of the Rings character. Pretty cool. And we've got him as a 1000 ranked Aeon player. Alright, now up on for Team 2 here, we've got our front slot here, gederu actually, as our Seraphim player, ranked 800, rocking the teal. Up here on the cliff slot for Team 2, we got cryogem here, as our orange player, Seraphim, rank 900. Up here in the back slot for Team 2, we've got TheDiddlers, what a name, as our Cybran player, rank 1200, rocking purple. And up here for Team, the very last but not very least, we got TheFiddler. TheDiddlers and TheFiddler, I bet they're playing together. And anyway, he's a yellow Seraphim player, rank 1200. I apologize everybody for potential awkwardness when it comes to doing the introductions here, in that I'm doing this in a bit of a rush before work, which maybe I should not rush these things, but either way, I committed myself to doing one attempt at casting, and let me tell you, I sometimes practice those introductions a dozen times, so I'm not doing that, and so we get to see how I do the first time around. Awkwardness ensues. Anyway, it's a Setons. I'm pretty sure everybody here watching knows what Setons is kind of like there. We've got all of our lanes. We got one navy, another navy, the air slot, the front slot, and the front dudes are going right for the reclaim, because everyone loves that tasty, tasty reclaim. Looks like Ecox here has beaten gederu to the punch in getting his commander out, or their commander out, I should say. Got an engineer out, is going to work on, well, somebody's going to be working on wall sections. This guy's going to go ahead and help grab up some of the reclaim, whereas the ACU is going to go straight for the Rex there, up in the slot. And the commander is actually going for the same one, so sadly that commander is not going to get what they want. Looks like gederu here hasn't quite got the hang of either, queuing up commands or also moving and then grabbing the reclaim. That way you don't have to move around a whole bunch. That's cool, it's all working out. The difference from gederu there is that they brought some artillery assist. Not really microing it though, so it looks like that artillery might go pop. Nope, wait, they're running away. But too late. Anyway, we have a grab on the island from TheFiddler. Excellent job there. Honestly, not really contested at all. We've got actually a transport coming out now from Imharil, but just a little bit too slow. Some very strong air presence from TheFiddler. And, I was about to think that was an engineer. No, we have a single solitary artillery landing on the side. Now that's cute. Let's see, TheDiddlers, thanks for something, not quite sure what. And we have a transport coming out from Martin here to go ahead and grab the island as well. So both teams really want to get the other island. They're doing well so far. We got gederu here doing some excellent damage on Ecox, who has gotten weakened thanks to the artillery from earlier. But it looks like gederu might be facing a little bit of pressure as well from these similar circumstances, because now he's surrounded by units, but not really. Let's take a look at how the spam's going out there. We actually had 4 factories go up right on the front lines, lots of engineers to grab some reclaim. And not much spam actually coming out from Ecox. He's going straight for hard eco. But that eco doesn't help if you don't have a way to spend it, so this might go poorly for Ecox going forward. Anyway, we have a lot, I was about to say a air fight there, but nah, those are just a bunch of interceptors getting taken out by a solitary anti-air gun. Anyway, we have an wow. Oh, I was about to say, I always see those things like combined for the veterancy, and it always like looks from afar like it's a veterancy 2 thing. I'm like, did he get a veterancy? Did he get a level 2 air turret? But no, that's not the case. Anyway, so yeah. Up in the middle here, gederu with the superior land spam has just completely overrun Ecox, who's decided, you know what, I don't need land units. He's somewhat changed his mind. He's actually going straight for T2, but with the amount of spam coming out, it might be too late. We'll find out. Because, of course, gederu might be ecoing up as well. Nah, only 1. He's got another mechs on the way, 2 actually. Okay, so 3 mechs is upgrading at once. Just a little bit of engineer assist on 1 at a time might do better. But it took me a while to get the hang of that too, so I can't fault him for that. We have some decent ecoing coming on from the back player in here. We've got a T2 air factory coming up there. Lots of T2 mexes up on the way. Plenty of engineers grabbing up the reclaim there. Let's go ahead and just take a look at our players there. Let's just get these all standard so it doesn't keep flopping around everywhere. So yeah, ecoing up from there. From our other player there, actually it looks like he's a little bit stronger perhaps on grabbing his closer mexes. Maybe it's off the top of my head, but he's only just now starting that tech switch to T2 air. So the Diddlers is definitely ahead. And actually if we take a look at there, oh no, oh wait, cryogem is not the air player. We got 76 from janpol versus 64 from the Diddlers. So yeah, janpol is definitely better on the eco front at the moment, but Diddlers is slightly ahead on the tech switch. We'll see how well that goes. We have a lot of T2 engineers coming out there and getting out some Oblivion turrets. Go ahead and try to shoot that force away. I feel like in the long run that's probably not going to work out, but it is going to stop the force right here, right now. But yeah, there's a lot of engineers just asking it murdered. And here they start. And there might just be too much defense at the moment. Maybe not, but there's not enough units in here. gederu definitely wants to hang back a little bit, probably just build up a slightly superior force and then rush through at once. Because these guys, sadly... Oh, actually no, now that he's getting up T1 point defense, if he just pops off those engineers, no more defense is going to be incoming. And that might actually go well, now except for the fact that reinforcing units come in and then it's nothing. Anyway, we have ourselves a naval win about to happen. Looks like, for some reason, Imharil has gone straight for attack boats, the anti-air dudes, as opposed to getting something that can shoot Navy. Maybe really worried about those interceptors. But either way, it means he's pretty much going to have a decisive loss. No challenge there. Meanwhile, the top pond is a lot more peaceable, just some assorted ships hanging out in various locations, just chilling out. No biggie. We got a commander very bravely getting an upgrade right in the middle of the landmass. Let me tell you, when I am fighting up in the front, I'm always worried about air snipes. I would be in the water at this point. But that's alright. You know what? I admire the bravery. What do we have? I was gonna say, yeah, we have some more defense going up there, but otherwise just a focus on... Hey, hang on a second. I thought that was land factory, so he's got a front air factory, actually. That'll be interesting. This is Aeon, so maybe he'll be cheeky and go for some mercy snipes. Just mercies right to the commander. That'd be hilarious. Very bold T2 placement there on the point defense. See how that goes, but it's going to go very well if gederu just simply charges headlong into this. He does not have enough units to be able to make this work. But we have some assists coming in from his ally there with the bombers, because there is no anti-air in the mix at all. That bomb is going to have one hell of a time. A fun time. And we have T3 out for the Diddlers. And no T3 yet on the cards for janpol. So, oh, hang on a second. What happened to the eco here? Oh, probably power stalling with Ras. He's gone straight for Ras, actually, as opposed to doing much else. But either way, the Diddlers at this point is probably going to be able to start catching up ahead. Now that he's gone up to T3 switch, he can go ahead and start focusing on eco. And while building up that, but let me tell you, there we go. I was going to say, we need to see a strap bomber out here. Those strap bombers, early on, completely uncontested by T3 air, can be murderous. I've been on the receiving end of that so many times. So I'm excited to see what this bomber does. Let's just go ahead and watch him in all of its glory. Where's he going for anyway? That strap bomber is going straight for the back air flare. Oh yeah. Wait, where? Oh wait, those are the interceptors trying to target it down. Anyway, there we go. That bomber has an attack order right there on the ground. He's going to try taking out some power. Let's go ahead and see janpols here. Slow that down. Appreciate that fine bomber. The first one goes off. Cluey. Down goes some power, but with the RAS on the commander, that's actually not the biggest of deals. He's halfway to getting that air factory upgraded. Oh, and he's probably going to be able to shut this down, especially after he starts killing out the build capacity. And that is going to lock out the air player, and that is going to hurt. Where's that strap bomber at? There we go. There's another one. Oh, the commander's getting shot up. That air factory is not going up. One more bomb and it is down. And looks like the commander has accepted his loss. He's trying to get up an emergency shield generator, but that's not going to happen. Down goes the air. And just like that, the Diddlers has officially won air, with pretty much no response from janpol. Now that hurts. That is a lot. Honestly, at this point, just ignore the commander and just take out eco. And it looks like that is precisely what the Diddlers is doing. And that is going to even up that eco score tremendously. Oh yeah, that hurts. And then you start taking out other players and everything is all hunky-dory. So it looks like, just based on this alone, we are probably going to see Team 2 taking the win. But we never want to be too presumptuous. You never know what might happen in Setons. All it takes is for one player to lose their lane and then everything goes to hell. I think janpol's mistake there was maybe going for RAS right away before he had more eco. I think the people generally recommend these days that you get RAS after getting some T3 P-gens. And so in that case, he probably definitely wanted to rush for the T3 air factory before RAS. Sorry about that cough there. Let's see here, like for example, the RAS upgrade. Oh, had the wrong guy. The RAS upgrade, how much does it cost? It cost 5,000 mass, which honestly is a pretty decent investment towards getting your air factory up. In fact, that might be practically the entire air factory cost. Not quite sure off the top of my head. If somebody has a T2 air factory hiding around, yeah, like you. Hang on a second. Ecox, tell me, how much would it cost you to upgrade? Oh yeah, no, you could get up to the T3 air factory in that time. So definitely, that could have gotten up some ASFs. And that would have been his counter. But sadly, he's got not much. Martin here being a total bro, bringing in some T1 anti-air to try and shoot that bomber away. They are not going to do too well against it, but you know what? You can really appreciate the effort. Martin here is a team player. He doesn't have much, but he's throwing in what he can. And now we have double strap bombers, which honestly probably want to be targeting different parts of the map, but I can appreciate them just wanting to hang out, do stuff. And now we see the morale dropping here. Ecox here completely giving up on things. It's such a shame too. Gederu here didn't capitalize on the advantage that they had. If they had just gotten out some more spam there, like they probably could have had a few more factories just spitting out units, and they probably could have taken a win on the front slot. But just let Ecox get up that defensive wall. Ah well. No, the real victory here is going to be the strap bombers. Just ouch. Those painful, painful strap bombers just murdering eco with every single pass. And we can see at the moment just a massive difference that's had. We have 531 for Team 2 and 226 mass per second for Team 1. And every second, every single pass these bombers do, that's more eco down the toilet. Sorry, let me just go ahead and turn my mic off for a second because I got a cough. That's what I get for casting in the morning. I can try and warp my voice as best as possible, but it never works. We have the Fiddler going for tac missiles actually. Where's that commander? That's kind of funny. Hang on a second. So he's gonna bring in the commander maybe. That'd be hilarious. No! There we go. Get in that transport. Go throw some tac missiles like the boss that you are. Oh, that'll be fun to see. Anyway, we have ourselves not much going on. Let's see. We've got cryogem, who's just kind of existed for most of the match. Let's see. We've got A few sub-hunters there with very little to respond to that. We got a destroyer out there. Just gederu just has himself some shields, some artillery I think I saw. Yeah, he's got a lot of artillery. Probably wants to surround that with some power generators, but hey, why get power generators on your artillery? You can just build more artillery, right? But anyway, the win from the Navy there, and pretty much the air win here. We're just watching the slow crush from the Diddlers, just really savoring the victory there. And they can get up all the T1 anti-air they want, but it's not really going to do too much. Even if those bombers continue just to chill out and absorb all those shots, it's barely any problem at all. Especially with the bombers that have veterancy at this point, they're just going to heal it all up. Alright, down goes some anti-air. And production, all that stuff. Oh man. I mean, it hurts to watch, but it's just so satisfying. And we have the Fiddler who's just throwing tac missiles out like a bouse. Ecox has, not left, but actually just, they left in that way. Wait, is this not full share? It is full share. So I don't know precisely how you leave that makes all your stuff to simply explode, but that's what Ecox has done. Not a team player. But, you know, it happens. They lost anyway. But still, you know, it's the principle of the matter. We have engineering drone coming up. Probably building up. There we go. We got a couple of kennels there. So at the very least, janpol here trying to hold on to the bitter end. We have another leave there. Another suicide from Martin. janpol is suicided as well. And now we simply see how long Imharil is going to hold on. As everything blows up. Oh no, bring those strap bombers over. There we go. And now Imharil has given up as well. And that is what happens when you have T3 air long before your opponent's even thinking about it. Those strap bombers are deadly. So we can see the importance of being fast on air slot. So to everybody who pays attention to my stream there, who sometimes hears me say, no, it's fine, you know, I'll be a little bit slower. No, it's not okay. You want that air fast. And so I appreciate everybody who rushes me to build even faster. Because this happens. A nice, decisive, absolute crush from Team 2. The Diddlers there really taking the victory for everybody. So we got the Diddlers, the Fiddler, gederu, and Cryogem taking the win on Seton's clutch. I hope you all enjoyed the match. I've been your host, Alex Taylor, and I am signing off.